Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you to Only God's Finest TV. And Only God's Finest TV is designed to be a TV program where we interview Christian pastors, we interview Christian celebrities, artists, and today what we'd like to do is interview a typical Christian. Someone that goes to church, someone that loves God, someone that is what you would consider the everyday average Christian out there, and get their opinion of something that has just been launched, and get their opinion of how they feel about it. Today we are blessed to have a guest with us, and your name?
Michelle Fraser.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle, how long have you been a Christian?
I've been a Christian for about 30 years plus.
Wow, that's a long time. Well, then she's a seasoned Christian, so she would be a good one to give her opinion. Michelle, you go to church where?
Free Chapel in Orange County.
Ah, that's Jensen Franklin's church?
It is.
Ah, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful stuff with Jensen Franklin, the work he's doing out there. Great work in Haiti, saving children from sex slaves. And he's just an incredible man of God. You're lucky. That's a good church. And
It's a blessing.
I understand he has another one in Georgia that's really, really large. But this one's really growing, right?
It is. It
Okay.
is. We're very blessed to have him.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. You find in the church, do you have an opportunity to communicate a lot with people in the church?
Yes, through, other than cell phones and phones, we communicate through social networking.
Ah, okay. Well, that's perfect because that's one of the reasons we're here today. Give me your opinion of social networking. And do you use social networking outside of the church, or do you use it for personal, you use it for business? And what ones do you use?
Actually, both. Facebook's for social networking, and also LinkedIn, mostly LinkedIn and Plaxo. I've had opportunity where I've been invited through other professionals.
Okay, so basically what they do is invite you in.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm here today because we're getting ready to launch something called Kingdom Connect. And Kingdom Connect will be really the first social network for the Christian community. What do you think about that?
I think that's great.
So would you use that if there was something that was as sophisticated? You know, one of my biggest issue with the church, and I'm sorry I have to say this, is most of the stuff created for the church and for the Christian community is hokey. I mean, it really is. I mean, I remember I have a teenage son, and he was playing a video game one day, and I won't name the name of the game, but it wasn't a very nice game, and I told him that, you know, he shouldn't be doing that, and he said, well, what else is there? And I said I'd go down to the Christian bookstore and get something, and he looked at me and he said, you know, I wouldn't play that even if you brought it. And I was shocked. I mean, I was like, what do you mean you wouldn't play it? He said, well, there's no graphics, there's no real challenges with it, and it's hokey. And so I realized that we don't give the people in the church, you know, something that they can use that's of the same value. Do you have children, Michelle?
I do. I have a son who's a teenager.
Okay, and does he? What does he think of the things in the Christian community?
Well, he's like-minded. Obviously, the world is more compelling. You know, he's drawn in a lot more, especially music that I'm not necessarily fond of. But, you know, when there's Christian artists that come along that, you know, have the same kind of rap music or I'm not sure they even use the word rock and roll, but it's that loud music, and it kind of has the same kind of tone as the world puts out. You know, he is drawn to that. So they are drawn to the world. There's no doubt about that.
So if we offered things that were comparable, then you'd probably use those over the things of the world.
Oh, absolutely, and we do. We do. We are already doing that in some areas.
Yeah, they're starting to make pretty good quality movies. The music groups are phenomenal. Do you ever go to any of the Christian events out there? Have you been to any recently?
We have, actually. We recently were at the Fish Fest. And prior to that, there was Spirit West Coast down in Del Mar, and we got a chance to visit both of those, and they were awesome, just phenomenal. The bands that were there featured, the events that they had planned, it was great.
Well, that's phenomenal. Yeah, I understand that the Fish Fest was sold out, and I understand that the next event for Spirit West Coast is up and around Monterey, or over the 4th of July.
You're right, absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, one of the things that we've done is we've developed a social network that is comparable to Facebook, or even actually, I understand from the developers, it has a little more functionality than Facebook. And if that was available to you, or I shouldn't say if it was available to you, but when it becomes available, and we're looking for it to be available in the next couple of weeks, so by the middle of June, 1st of July, that would you use it? And if you used it, how are the different ways that you'd use that network?
I would use it, actually. I am very strong in my beliefs on supporting Christian products, big on Christian movies, and I would use a social network system that was Christian-based. I would use it with my friends, and if it was something that I could even use in business, I would. But mostly socializing with friends, I would use it in that way.
So you would share, if let's say you went to an event, you would share that with your friends, hey, look, this great event's coming up, or if you heard of a new Christian book or CD that was out, you would share with them about that. So it'd be a way of kind of like viral marketing the different things that are out there.
Oh, absolutely. I would use that versus, email from your home computer.
That's wonderful. Okay, now, I understand that you have gone on our website, onlygodsfinest.com.
Yes,
What do you think of our website?
I like it. I'm very impressed with it. I think it's a great tool out there.
And how do you use Only God's Finest? What impresses you about it?
Well, mostly informational. There's a lot of information, and it's very vast. It's quite a large site, and so I haven't seen all that it offers, but there is quite a bit out there, and there's a lot of ministries that are featured, and informational videos and references. That's
excellent. Well, we want to be that source for people to come to. Only God's Finest was designed to be the Google and YouTube for the Christian community, and we really wanted to get. It's one thing to get opinion of pastors and all that, and that's usually where all the opinions come from. But on Only God's Finest TV, not only do we want to interview pastors, but we want to actually interview the Christians that are out there to get their opinion about how they feel with what we have. So I would really like to thank you for being on our show today, and we'd like to have you back on another time to get some more opinions from you. And we'd like you to look forward to seeing Only God's Finest TV. We're going to be interviewing entertainers. We're going to be interviewing pastors. We're going to be interviewing authors. This is going to be sort of like Good Morning America, only for the Christian community. And so I want to thank you for coming, and thank you for viewing us today. And please go to our website, onlygodsfinest.com. And also sign up on our social network and start sharing your with your friends, all your ideas. Thank you, and you have a wonderful and a blessed day.